Hi, this is Leon at the Computer Room, Nottingham. What we're looking at now is the inside of an iPhone 3GS. I'm making this movie in answer to a question I've been asked about how the cover here is removed from a main board to be able to get to the 6R8 coil underneath. Now the simple answer is very, very carefully, but what I'm going to do now is just show how I remove them, and yeah, there we go. I've never really had any problems with removing them in this way, but we're pretty much starting from here, which is sort of the opposite side to the number 5 that you can see there, all the way over on this side. Now what we have is obviously the edge just there, if you can see that. Now what I do is start at the root of the clip. Now this cover has sort of clips going over the edge, and they sort of clip onto the side of the frame that's attached to the main board. Releasing those is really the biggest task. Once they're off, then the rest of it comes off quite easily. So I'm going to start here. Okay, as you can see there, I hope you heard that click, and you can see it just kind of came off quite easily. Now what we have is a gap created here. I'm just easing things up, both sides. Okay, that's that edge up as well. Maybe you can see that there, but the shape of it there, sort of quite bent now, just bent up. There. Now it's just really moving that motion on around the edge of the frame until the whole thing just pops off. And what I do, it's going to be quite difficult to explain without you actually being able to see the frame. The frame obviously is on the outside. When I'm using just a flat bladed screwdriver, very small one, I'm pretty much running the screwdriver along the edge of that, but pointing it outside of the frame. So what I'm doing is just pointing it sort of that way, then that way, and then that way. The main reason for that is that if this was to slip and come out of the iPhone, for example, it does exactly that, come out of the iPhone, as opposed to go inside the iPhone, damaging components. So like I said at the beginning, just making it, just removing it very carefully is the answer really. And I've found that that is pretty much the best way. So, we've got this coming up now. Moving the screwdriver all the way around the edge. There we go. And aiming just to stay on the edge and nothing else. So, we've got that edge there, up now completely. If you can see that there, that's all up. Now, I'm just going to work the screwdriver into the back edge along this side. And it's not going to be long before this whole thing comes off and I don't even need the screwdriver anymore. Another way of doing it is getting the screwdriver sort of in the gaps and twisting it against the edge, and it comes out sort of one clip at a time, nice and safe. Now that's off, I'm not even going to use the screwdriver now, just pulling at that, and there we go, the whole thing comes off. Now, like I was explaining earlier on about the working the screwdriver around the edge, now you can see the frame, this is what I mean. Always using the screwdriver pointing sort of along the edge, always away to the outside of the phone. So working along this edge, moving along here, but pointing away. Along this edge, always along here, but pointing towards the bottom of the phone. And down here on this bottom edge, if you need to work it that way, always on the outside, so that then you're never really near any of these very sensitive components, you're never really near any danger of them. And what we're looking at is, on this phone anyway, a 6R8 coil there, but I hope you can see, that's damaged. The casing's damaged of it, so I'm going to be replacing that. But yeah, that's how these covers come off.